I can share this story later.
No, I don't know, because I wanted to see if this is are we leading into a Johnny Steals episode, or is this a theft episode?
No.
Because you said I manifested to get a free one. I'm like,
I got it completely free,
like a 5-finger free situation.
I mean, I guess I didn't steal nothing. I didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, no, okay,
John.
So I'm sitting on the couch, and I saw an ad for the all-new Monster Zero Sugar with the original Monster flavor, like the OG green Monster, but zero sugar.
I didn't even know they made that.
They finally figured out, I don't know what chemical to put in there. So I was like, I used to love Monster as a kid, but then no sugar in my diet, so all I have is the white Monster and like the green one. They're awesome. And I saw the Monster, I was like, man, I would actually really like to try that. And I told Rebecca, I'm like, I really want to try that. And like 2 days later, Walmart Instacart got delivered. And I guess when you're a member, they give you like a little goodie bag with like monthly items. And the Monster was in that bag. So when I grabbed groceries,
So it was legit.
It was like, I didn't steal it, but it was 100% free. They just
one of
like
those things like it was in my cart and it didn't get
no. But I looked in the bag. I'm like, did she buy that? She didn't buy it, and she didn't know. So I was like,
and it was the zero sugar one.
It was the zero. It's in my fridge right now. I should have brought it, but like I wanted it, and then it just appeared. I'm like, wow, that's rad.
Power of belief, man.
Yeah, it was cool.
You put it out. Did you write it down?
Write what down?
I want a sugar-free Monster.
No, but I verbalized it.
Oh, there you go.
Which is part of it.
It went to the end of the universe. And back.
And then came back with the Monster. And I'm like, I haven't tried it yet. I feel like it needs to be a deserved, like.
We haven't talked about that publicly, have we?
What?
Like our conversation. It was actually Allie's and I conversation initially, and then you and I had a conversation after the fact, talking about the quantum realm and that
No, we haven't publicly.
That was a private.
You called me at like 8 a.m. to talk about it.
I don't think it was earlier than 8.
It was?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Times are changing.
The light. I don't think the sun was fully up yet.
That's true. I was out back and you couldn't see me. Yeah.
But it was basically the concept that there are scientists out there that believe that the quantum realm exists and that the multiverse exists, and in conjunct, like the purpose of believing that it exists, and on at least a theory based, is that the words that we say go to the end of the universe and back.
Yeah. Yeah, so you hit me with this like early in the morning.
Early in the morning. We're having a very deep conversation early in the morning. So the point of it is that be careful with the types of things that are coming out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Because whether it's negative or positive or manifestation.
Now I fucked it. Manifestation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of what you want.
Yeah.
You need to say those things.
Yeah.
And write them down.
And it affects everything it passes. Yeah.
It's just the power of belief and
speaking good words.
Yeah. Versus just like, oh, my life sucks 24/7.
Yeah. Because like when you say that, it goes out.
You're gonna continue to manifest that.
It comes back.
Manifest that reality.
And you wake up with a flat tire and you're like, see, my life sucks. It justified it. See? Yeah.
I used to be that guy.
Yeah. And we are causing it ourselves. Yeah.
Everything's harder for Nick. And then it was.
Yeah, and then you made it. Yeah.
And then I started reading this stuff and believing it and getting coaches and stuff. And I started going, everything good works out for me. And my life is awesome. And everything comes to me great. And all of a sudden it did. And I was like, I think I'm going to keep that train going.
Yeah.
Life's a lot better now. Anyways.
Speaking of coach, I did write down, I had a thought today about how crucial it is to have somebody helping you improve yourself. Think about the conundrum. Nice. Did it like sizzle?
I don't know.
Think about the conundrum of like, I want to improve myself. And then the person improving yourself is you. And if you are in a place where you're needing to improve yourself, that means that you think there's a flaw that needs at least to be worked on, or you want to change a little bit. So it's like the brain thinking about the brain. You know what I mean? Like, how can the person who's trying to improve themselves if it's them doing it?
Because you have Jiminy Cricket in your head.
Yeah, you get a coach, somebody to help you improve yourself. Yeah,
right.
Yeah. I had a thought earlier.
Speaking of, so the Slick Show, how's that going?
Yeah, it's going great. I did 2 yesterday.
2?
Yeah, I know you
in
want me
one
to.
Day?
I know you want me to do 3. I know,
bro, that's more than one. that's an improvement.
Man, it's hard. I wrote. Man, I don't even want to show you my notes. Chicken scratch. But I get like riled up on this idea of this thought, and I start writing down all of it, and then I'm like, no, I need another one, man. I need one more. Nick says to do 2 more. I was like, 3's a lot, man. Like, I don't know, but I'm getting good at it. I'm okay. Yeah. I just did one about doing the first step for yourself. Like if you want to drink more water, take the cap off so you can. It's just there. Do it. And then the other one
rocket
I did.
ship principle. Have you heard of that one?
No. Is that what it is?
It's kind of like the rocket. Like, so there's a thing. There's like a whole countdown thing, to where psychologically, you can count down, and it's like jumping off a cliff. Just count down and then execute. Stop thinking about it.
I do it every morning in the bed.
It's the Bruno in your head.
Yeah, I literally do it in the bed. I go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah,
and I go on go.
Yeah,
every single.
That's
morning.
exactly it. So with anything,
okay,
with anything, you can do that same method. Ice bath, working out.
Yeah,
if you're like exhausted, you think you can't do one more rep, one more pull up. The reality is that you can. So you just count down 3, 2, 1, do the thing. Action. Yeah, and then your body just kind of wants to respond to that. So anyways,
I was
kind of that same thing. Like, so taking off a cap, it's the action of like initiating.
Yeah, I was doing it for like the future self. So like tomorrow morning. So for instance, like if you want to start taking cold showers, right?
Yeah.
The night prior, go turn off your hot water.
Oh, you're getting aggressive.
Yeah, if you really want, how bad do you want it? How many times do you keep putting it off? You know what I mean? How many times do you want it?
Hot water sitting in there though. Even if you turn it off, isn't there a whole tank of hot water still?
I don't know, man. This is just a metaphor. I'm just giving an example,
I'm sorry, I'm poking holes in here.
Wait, no, hot water goes this way. No, it's like if you want to do it.
What if you have an on-demand thing?
Turn it off the night prior. That way the guy who wakes up tomorrow morning has to take a cold shower, Right. Or like for me, the first thing I do.
Argue not be a bitch and turn that shit to cold.
Yeah, but there has to be like a change, a breaking point. Sometimes it has to be forced. So for me, the first thing that John does in the morning when he gets out of bed is grabs a hoodie, joggers, and socks, puts them on, and goes to the gym. So in order for me not to get out of that because it's not fun, it's not like convenient, I do the first step. What does John need? What does a John who's running down the street doing cardio need? He needs shoes. Put the shoes by the door for him. It's like for me. So John that needs to drink more water. The first thing John's going to do when he grabs that water is take the cap off. I'm going to do it for him already. Yeah. So he can just drink all day like that. So I did a video on that. And then there was another one, but honestly, I get so like turned around because the last one that came out was...
I was gonna talk about the last one because it's very strange. I didn't see our last mentorship call, we talked about gratitude.
Yeah.
And appreciation. Did you know about that?
No.
Well, that's what your video is about.
It was yesterday?
Yeah.
That's funny. I filmed that like last week.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought
like
you
9
filmed
days
it
ago.
and Mark edited it, and I was like, I didn't see him there. Well, Rebecca was there, so I didn't know.
Dude, we're on the same wavelength.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that's pretty weird because I get literally an hour-long talk about gratitude and appreciation, how to break it down, what it is, like the 4 tenets of appreciation, and it, and from a human standpoint of myself, it's not something that I naturally strive in, is showing appreciation. It's not one of my strong suits. I'm just like go.
Yeah.
But, obviously listening to the love languages and things like that, Allie's love language is one of hers, words of affirmation and appreciation. And she's like, why don't you ever, I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, you have a nice house, you got multiple cars, you got a Jeep, you got everything, you got credit cards. What the fuck what do you want, woman?
Yeah.
She's like, I want you to say nice things. I'm like,
gross.
Yeah. Gross. I'm like, how about I just take you out on a date and spend some money on you instead?
Yeah.
But the reality is that she doesn't give 2 shits about that. So I, over the years, have had to work really hard and learn how to do that, and do it in a way that it's sincere and truthful. And the 4 tenets is it being truthful, it being sincere, it being simple, and the fourth one is unarguably.
Okay, so without justification, just factual.
Yeah,
gotcha.
So like you can't, and then the simplicity of it was this: you don't want to, like, you keep you say it in one breath, because if you give too many words, essentially you're breaking it down and it could be argued. The other person could be like, oh, that's not true. They're just saying this because whatever.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But if it's short, sweet, truthful, it's
don't add because.
You can't argue.
Yeah.
Like, oh, my appreciation is very, specificity. That was the 4th one.
Oh, so it has to be specific, factual,
Yeah.
honest.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
Because it's like, what did it look like, feel like, smell like, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like very detailed. You did. I appreciate you because you did this. I actually used Sarah. Sarah was in the call.
Yeah.
And so I used the reference from like shampoo. Thank you for knocking out X amount of shampoos within such a short amount of time. That was awesome. We really appreciate it. You can't argue it. The thing happened, right? And it was very specific to a very specific thing.
So would you say, could you add it at that? It caused this for me, like because you did this, and I'm appreciative.
I think that, like I said, you could, but if you
is that making it too long?
It's making it too long, and now it's like, well, then it starts to pull it apart because
true, because then it becomes like you start turning it on yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, it did this for me.
It's not. It's a reward thing instead of just clearly showing appreciation.
I gotcha. Yeah.
Clear cut. Has nothing to do with me.
That sounds so simple. It sounds too easy what you're telling me here, Nick. I don't
that's
understand.
What it is. It was truth. It was truth, unarguable truth.
Specificity. Specificity.
And
short. Was short one?
Yeah, simple language, essentially.
And unarguably, without justification.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Yeah, I didn't know any of that. I made mine really simple. If you're complaining, just switch it and become grateful for it.
Before I do my mentorship calls, little people that don't know, what I'm talking about is on Tuesdays and Thursdays in the Agoge, we have an hour-long mentorship. So I do essentially eight mentorship calls a month with the Agoge, no matter what tier you're on. If you're a tier 1 client, one of my clients, you get that. If you're a bottom group coach, group level, you get that. If you're one-on-one coach, you get it too. Everybody, the whole tribe gets there. Anyways, so on Tuesday and Thursday mornings, I wake up, do my normal routine, and then I spend about an hour to hour and a half reading a bunch of different books and taking notes. And I've got a special. I'm like you now. I've got my special teaching notebook, and then I just basically jot down about 3-4 pages of notes that I'm gonna deliver that day. Anyways, that day was.
So you handwrite?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm impressed.
And I've had to because I've been doing it. My writing is getting better.
No, really?
And it's forced me to do it because I have to read.
Yeah, you have to read it.
So like when I first started doing it, I was like, "The fuck am I talking about?
Who wrote this?
What the hell is this?" Anyway, so I've had to force myself to get a little bit better because I've actually having to read my notes back to me.
I have a question for you. Then. You're a guy that normally you would take notes on your phone. Do you see a difference between writing on hand? Why do you write?
Why do I write? Because
instead of type for this.
Because I keep my phone away from me.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So in the morning, my phone, like we talked about, like the IED method, right? Like you're trying to focus on something.
Yeah.
Then anything, I could, get distracted with ADHD and then like start shuffling through my cards.
Yeah.
Pick up my phone, and if a notification goes off first thing in the morning.
In meditation, they're called blinks.
Yeah.
You're
so
not supposed
like
to blink.
Distractions, IEDs, anything that's within arm's reach. Mm-hmm. Even my watch, I don't wear my watch. So I clear the table. I don't even do it in my office. I do it at the kitchen table.
Yeah.
So I just have my coffee, and then I have a couple, like 2 or 3 books. Every once in a while, I will go over to the counter and pick up my phone if I want to like search something.
Yeah.
But then I leave it there. I take the note and I come back. So it's very specific because I just want to dive into that thing with no distractions.
I got you. Okay.
So that's the reason why. And when I'm teaching from my phone, I don't want other notifications because like our whole team's talking 24/7.
Yeah.
So I don't want other things to pop up to distract me, which do because I'm like a squirrel with a nut. You know what I mean? I'm all over the place.
Yeah, I know. Mid conversation, you're like.
So that's why. I specifically everything goes on do not disturb, and I put it away, and that way I can just be.
So do you think
totally focus on that?
How long have you been doing that for?
Months.
Do you think like neurologically there's a difference between your retention rate between typing on your phone notes and handwriting notes?
I'll be honest, I don't know, man.
Okay, you haven't like attacked this like that.
No. And I know
that's
you
me.
want
That's
it to
me.
be.
I'm like that guy.
I know
so.
you want it to be to where like
I don't have any connection. I just really want the data. I just want to know
because
if it works
because
for
if
you.
you do it, I think that you feel like it does.
I
right?
personally feel like I can connect more if I handwrite it. Yeah,
I got to be honest. I don't know.
Okay.
There is something to said. Well, it's biblical, right? Write it down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I do think there is a difference than pen to paper than, typing.
Honestly, when it comes, like, as the basics, what I type on my phone doesn't, like, I know it's, like, super hippie of me. It doesn't feel like it's mine. It doesn't feel like it belongs to me.
If it's on paper.
If it's on paper, it's literally only my eyes are touching that. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like it's possessive to me.
A little hippie, but
But like,
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's mine.
I don't know, man. I kind of in a kind of like cathartic, artistic way. It would be cool if it made more of an impact to write it.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
See,
there's got to be some neuroscience scientists
how do you take
out there.
Those? Do you write in like straight lines and stuff? Like, would you do better on free paper or line paper? This is like we're taking a whole route down this now.
You know what I actually prefer? Grid paper.
Grid paper.
What does that mean?
Oh, yes. You're a grid paper guy. I don't know. I'm overreacting. I'm a no lines guy.
So I have two. I'd rather have preferred grid paper.
Okay.
Because that means it's like free. I can do whatever I want with it.
So more lines mean free for you.
To me.
Okay.
Because it's like now I can just do whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
Line paper, I don't like.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's a rule.
Okay.
Grid paper, I can do sketches. I can do fill in the blocks. I can do Minesweeper if I want. You know what I mean?
But you can do that with no lines.
Yeah. So that's my secondary.
Okay.
So either grid paper.
I see. Okay.
So either grid paper, preferred.
Okay.
Or no lines at all.
So extremist. All of the lines or none of the lines.
Either or, dude.
No, but I can see grid paper because they're little and you can kind of like draw around it without feeling like you're breaking.
And I make my own I like make my own bullets.
Yeah.
You know, my own bullet points. So I create my own notes.
Gotcha.
The way that I want them to be.
Yeah. All right. Interesting. I liked all of this data. Thank you so much.
Do you feel better now?
Nah, I just don't really get other people's perspectives, and like nobody's really gone,
you and
like,
I are very different in that
right way. I don't have anybody else's, and like I mean
Johnny has like 47 notebooks a week.
Bro, look, so you know these, the craft ones?
Which one is this?
March. I have one for every month, and then I have one for every like big project I'm working on, but like it allows me.
Is this a lab notebook?
Dude, it's my month notebook.
Okay, so how many notebooks do you operate in a month?
3. I have 3 a month.
And what
for
are
the
they?
business, and then I have 2 personal.
So 5.
So 5 operations monthly, yes. But look, man, they came out these craft ones.
Mark, could you even keep up with 5 fucking notebooks, dude?
But look, I mean, it's not like when you called me that I wrote it like that.
Okay.
So I just use the paper whenever I need it for something. It's not really like organized.
Hold on. Let's take it back. So we got 5 notebooks.
Yeah.
Notebook 1 is for what purpose?
Is like jotting. I have a sketch notebook.
Oh God, hold on, no. We're gonna go in order because you're gonna jumble around and then it's gonna confuse everybody.
I have it all written down in my notebooks.
Notebook 1 is.
I have a sketch notebook. That's
literally notebook 1 is just for sketches.
It's only a pencil. I literally have a pencil attached to all my notebooks. Sketching, yes.
Notebook 2.
Monthly goals like sales, cook lists, products, and
Johnny Slicks related.
Yep.
All Johnny Slicks.
All Johnny Slicks related.
Okay.
Yep.
Notebook 3.
Project. So that's like heavy duty copywriting projects, like things that I like. Culture,
business
ethics,
related.
Business, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Johnny Slicks related.
Still Johnny Slicks related.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's notebook 3. Notebook 4.
Lab operations, which I draw out like.
Okay, hold on. How does?
I'm getting a head scratch on this.
Yeah. So like, I'm going back to notebook 2. Notebook 2 is.
Notebook 2 was.
Should you take notes on this?
My cook list. No. I have my fingers for that.
Okay.
The cook list, sales goals. Like for instance.
Yeah, but wouldn't that fall into lab operations?
No, see, for lab operations, I draw. So I'll draw out like, could the pomade machine operate on this side of the lab? Could we get more flow if we move?
So it's more sketching.
Yeah, it's more drawing and like
not
operations.
numbers and notes.
No. Notes are in my monthly one. This is like the one I carry around everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. So then notebook number 5.
Notebook number 5. Oh, I'm writing a book. So that's like all of my notes to consolidate into a book later.
Create
in the
an
future.
outline.
Yeah. It's just a random thought. It's literally titled Thoughts on the cover.
Deep Thoughts with Johnny Slicks.
But each one, I specifically have them
Is that
different.
the name of the book? Deep Thoughts with Johnny Slicks.
And the book titles changed like 4 times, so I can't remember what it's at now.
Are we publishing it? Are we self-publishing?
Probably self. Yeah.
Self?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make some money on it. But each one has like a different mindset that goes into it. So when I carry this one around, like March has been a rough month. It's kind of beat up a little bit, but When I carry this around, I'm not like, this is my day-to-day operations, you know? But when I pick up my sketch one, I'm sketching. I'm in a sketch mindset. When I pick up the lab operations, I'm like in that mindset now.
Do you have a personal notebook of like journaling?
Oh, I do. Yeah.
So
but it's not really a notebook though. Oh. Like, it's not one of these. It's like a much thicker sketch. I guess it is a sketchbook, man. I don't know. It's bigger. It's much bigger.
So you have 6.
I guess, but that's not like, I don't write in that every day.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but the reason I brought these up is because they use their craft.
I'm getting stressed out with all these notebooks.
No, man, it helps everything. It helps me at least. They make them in black now, man.
So that could be your black label.
So now I just have black.
Your regular
now I have normal blacks. Yeah, I'm starting a black label book. Yeah. No, I'm just going all black now. So getting rid of the craft ones.
We're doing we're making a 90. We've been working on this forever. We're making a 90-day journal for the Agoge.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
90 days?
90 days.
It's extreme. That's cool.
I mean, everything should be blocked. I mean, that's how we do everything else. 90-day quarters.
No, I know, but that's a lot of work that goes into that.
Yes.
Yeah. Like 30 days and duplicating that 3 times is easy, but like.
No, we want to do like a 3-month calendar. We want to have your 90-day daily schedule. Then we want to have a weekly, and then we want to have grid paper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it's also because it's the Agoge, we have to integrate all of the fitness things as well.
Okay.
So we want to jot down your lifts, your training, all the 4 pillars of the Agoge.
Yeah.
So,
wow,
and we'll give it to the like. So if you're in the tribe, we'll just give you one.
Yeah.
And then we'll make them available for sale. But it's gonna be like a hardback, thick.
Yeah, it's gonna be rad.
Yeah,
it's gonna be really cool.
So I'll have to see what your thought process is. Probably too many.
Yeah.
Probably too many things in there. You probably just need.
Oh, dude, I hate the too many things. I get like the best self journals, the self help. I'm like, they are overcomplicating the shit out of this, man. That's why I bought these.
You're like, I just want paper.
Just give me paper, just paper and a pen, and you.
But
can
the purpose for that is,
I do get it.
The purpose is for it to help people continue to structure their day.
Yeah.
And to keep things on task, so they're not just flying by the seat of their pants. That they're staying on task.
Because structure equals freedom.
Yeah.
True freedom.
Yeah. Speaking of, we were talking about a conversation where somebody sent me a video. Who the hell sent me this video? Oh, I think it was my jiu-jitsu guys sent me this video. It was a Stoic philosophy video about how I get a lot of hate, not a hate, but I get a lot of, in the past I've gotten some, I guess, hate or comments, how I'm like unreachable.
Yeah.
Or I'm too busy for people.
I got a hold of you.
Well, yeah. Well, we make money together.
It's possible. Yeah, but we didn't before.
Oh, before. Oh, the 6 months. The 6 month thing.
Yeah, unreachable is not in my vocabulary.
Well, it was persistence is the word there.
So it's possible.
So, but friends are like, oh, let's go do this or let's go hang out.
Oh, you're talking about friends?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like Joe Schmo on the internet, like YouTube comment.
No.
Yeah, gotcha.
Friends.
Yeah.
But there are people I would consider friends, and I consider a lot of people friends, even if we don't hang out. Anyways, but I've gotten slack over the years for not being, I don't know, available
for fun time.
Yeah. And you've been with me for over 5 years now. Mm-hmm. You know how I am. Mm-hmm. Anyways, so I've always gotten slack for that. I'm like, it's not that I don't care or I don't want to hang out. I just don't hang out like that.
Yeah.
I work. I'm focused on building, my mission. And doing what I'm doing. And when I do have the time that I do have to hang out, I want to hang out with my family.
Yeah.
But Allie's really good about like, you need to go hang out like with your dudes.
Yeah.
And just cut away. And I'm like, it seems like such a waste of time.
But Star Wars is on.
Yeah. I was like, and you're here and he's here.
We can make popcorn.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
spoken like a true introvert.
Right. People don't know that. I'm very much an introvert. But anyways, I was listening to that video and they were saying basically how that's a good thing. And, you can get really wrapped into other people's problems or trying to be like the Captain Save a Hoe for everybody, but not a hoe, but just like oh, I need this couch moved. I need my fence fixed. I need this fixed.
Even though you have to drive all the way up 4 hours and you're going to
Yeah.
get back at 2 a.m. and have to be
Right.
at work at 5.
Right.
Yeah. But
and like
it's
it pulls away
okay.
from your family. It pulls away from your work.
But you're helping people.
Yeah, you're helping
So you
people.
justify it.
Yeah.
Right? It's okay. Yeah.
But then it becomes like a habitual thing to where you're always doing it, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so and now you're overstressed and you're not working on your own shit and you're just
because your
frustrated.
subconscious is constantly thinking about, hey man, what about us? Hey man, what about
Yeah,
us?
like I need to get my stuff done. I
gotta put my mask on first. Yeah.
And
Not the
so
fucking
his
jab though. Like
analogy, metaphor, story, whatever. He goes, Napoleon would. This is back obviously in letters. He wouldn't answer. He would put a 3-week lag on opening his mail.
Dude, that's baller.
It is baller.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I always said, you've heard me say probably for the last 5 years, is that's a self-correcting problem.
Yeah. Usually, like a kid sticking a finger in an outlet. You know, like it's self-correcting. It's not going to happen more than once.
Yeah. Like you're gonna figure that out real quick.
But it really, it is. Like you don't answer it. Yeah.
Don't need to get involved. There's a lot of stuff that adults do and get involved in that they don't need to get involved in.
Yeah.
Even with like raising kids. Like if a kid says, I'm, whatever today, or I feel this way. It's like parents get all up in arms and I'm like,
yeah. And point blame too. So they worry.
It's
so
literally going to change tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like why get upset about it? But his point was he doesn't open his mail he didn't open his mail for 3 weeks at a time because most of the issues in the mail would correct themselves within 3 weeks.
Yeah. That's wild.
So I don't need to even.
So when he gets to him, he's like, "Hey, are you still you good? Oh, you're good. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
That's it. On. Yeah. Moving on.
Yeah, that's
and any problem that can't be resolved in 3 weeks, well, now he can step in.
Yeah.
But
that's much smaller of a stack.
Yeah. So exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. In the meanwhile, he's been focusing on his own stuff, his own happiness, your own success, your own. If you get done with work and you go on a vacation, it's like I'm going on vacation with me and my family for myself.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about 47,000 people with their hand out.
Yeah. Also, people label problems as like, come on, that's not really a problem. Like,
exactly.
Come on, man.
Exactly. But you said it. You were like, yeah, that's. And these days, it's like 48 hours. Mm-hmm. So like, if the problem arrives or not checking an email or not checking a text, it's like most things resolve themselves.
You get the next email. It's like, oh, never mind. It fixed itself. And you're like, I just shit. Thumbs up.
Cool.
And
even little stupid stuff that people are like, oh, I got to drive here and pick up this person and then drive them here and then get home and pick up my kids. And I'm like, how about we just do this? How about you just, if they can't handle themselves, just order them an Uber to the airport.
Yeah.
And that way you're not in the car for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
And then that 2.5 hours, you're either working on making money or making business or spending time with your own family and kids.
That's what I wrote. My other slick show I did was ties into that. Is what you're doing called living? Like, is the task you're literally doing right now with your hands, is this valuable to what you call life? Like, if you live for money, are you making money right now or are you just sleeping? You know what I mean? If you live for growth, are you growing?
Yeah, you've kind of come full circle because when we first linked up 5 years ago, you were doing a lot of that. Like
I was doing a lot of bullshit.
I remember I'll never forget. I needed something from you work related, and you're like, "Oh, I can't right now. I'm changing the oil on my car."
Yeah, I was out back.
That little bitty car.
I was out back.
Yeah,
behind the lab changing.
And
my
I was
oil.
like, "What the fuck is going on? Like, we're changing oil? Are we an oil changing company?" I'm like, "How much time did that?" And you were like, "Oh, well, if I do it myself, I save this much money." And
dude,
blah, blah.
I was selling plasma. Like I didn't know no better, man. I was 23.
Yeah, but I'm like, okay, we're not doing that anymore.
Yeah,
I was like, get one of the people.
One, I didn't know my priorities. I didn't know priorities at the time, so I guess it wasn't providing value, but I was forcing it to provide value. I was trying to make it pretend. I was like, trying to make it make value.
So hard to sell me on the reasons why you had to change your oil.
Because I was right. The reason I'm doing everything is I'm right.
which is another one I did for the mentorship call was something I learned from Kirk. We are human beings' biggest need is to be right.
Yeah.
We have to be right.
It's so toxic in conversations.
So I remember you telling me like, no, man, it takes this much time. is this how much the air filter costs? This much thing, this, and I save this much time, and I'm thinking, that's an hour and a half. How much can Johnny Slicks make in an hour and a half if he was working?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that doesn't equal out at all.
I did bust my knuckle open too.
You did?
Changing the oil, yeah.
Those hands are important.
I know. They make money.
They make money. Anyways, but like it comes down to the same thing, like cutting your grass. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, you're not a man if you don't cut your grass.
That's just bullshit.
Blah, blah. I'm like, okay, that's the measure of a man.
Define that, yeah.
Meanwhile, you're fat, overweight, drinking a beer.
Yelling at your kids.
Yeah, don't take your wife on a date, yelling at your kids, you know.
But you cut your grass.
Hey, you cut your grass. Good job. Good job, dude.
Hey, that's cool if you cut your grass. Just whatever you do, just make sure it provides value to what you are living for. If you are living...
return of investment.
Yeah, if you're living to be a good parent, get off your ass on the toilet when your kid's trying to go outside and play. Like, if you live for stress-free, stop going to stressful things. Like, so I did a whole thing about... Because I do it throughout the day, too. I'll look at my hands, like, whatever I'm doing, I'm like, is this really providing value? No? Cool. Moving on. Like, this isn't valuable right now.
Yeah, it starts to operate. You start realizing that. And for me, it was just things like, and we've talked about it for you, what are the things that only Nick can do?
Yeah.
Only Nick can sit here on this microphone for this business.
Yeah.
Because I'm the only version of me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For now. That we know of.
Yeah, we know of.
Yeah.
Until I replace myself, which one day will happen. Not on this podcast, but in the business.
Yeah.
You know, and same thing for you. I was like, you were doing a lot of things. I'm like, this is
but it was for me, it was self-worth. I've recently come to terms with it. I realized that, I was like, I'm just John, man. I don't what are you talking about? Like, there's so many people that can do what I do. But then in reality, I'm like, no. The energy I bring into the room when the team is there is valuable, and it does affect the team. So I have to we talked about earlier, I have to suck it up. I don't get to be sad today. You know what I mean? I get to be sad tonight when I'm by myself, but I cannot.
I don't even think you're able to do that.
No. I'm talking about because of the medication, but I'm coming off now, so there's no worries about it. But there's no time for that negative energy.
Not an SSRI. Let's just hold on, make clear.
I was on Accutane.
Yes, let's just clarify that.
Yeah, no,
wait a minute, Johnny's on psych meds.
Nah, I was on skid meds because I had painful acne, but I'm off now. Yeah. Anyway, so I don't get to feel sorry for myself, and then I was like, no. What could John only do? There's so many things, man. John, there's so many things that other people can do that I'm doing. It's not really that big of a deal.
Not true.
But then going into any task with that mindset is okay, I'm no longer valuable. I'm not the guy that can do this. I'm a guy that can do this. Yeah. And that's now I'm going to apply 90% of my effort to it instead of 100, you know? So
that
self-worth.
That
specific thing that only I can do.
And I sent you, there's a worksheet. I think you can Google it, but it's the Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule. Yeah. So it's how much, and the Pareto principle is 20% of your people are making up 80% of your money. Yeah. 20% of your people are doing 80% of the work. Yeah. And 80% of your people are just not doing much. And then apply that to your life, 80%. Yeah. The 80-20 rule. 20% of things you do provide 80% of value. Yes. Yeah. So focus on those. And what it is, it's a exercise to get you to delegate. Yeah. And for you to focus on the very high importance, high urgency items that only you can do. And I think, I know some people that watch and listen to this think that you have to be a business owner to delegate. That's bullshit. Because I've spoken to people. You got kids, son, bro. That's what we have kids for. But even then, it's not. You can even delegate outside. Instead of making a meal, you go to a restaurant. Instead of washing your own car, you pay for a car wash. You can delegate, and that's a form of delegation because you are not physically doing it and you're saving time. So you don't have to be an owner, or you don't have to delegate a specific person. Yeah. No, it's just operating in your zone of genius and ensuring that you do, because there's certain things in everybody's life that only that person can do. Yeah. You know what I mean? And if I look at it from the business standpoint, especially with Johnny Slicks, I can't run the lab. Yeah. I can come in, consult with you if there's an issue, to help you. But as far as running the lab, and there are how many 400 and something different ingredients? Yeah, we have a lot of SKUs that we have to buy of raw materials. It's over 400, right? Last time you told me. Yeah, I'm trying to shrink it down, but it's 427 now. 427 units. Yeah, I'm
mean, me neither, man. That's why I got so many notebooks.
that's why the six. That's why the six.
Yeah, man. I use Excel. I got notebooks. I'm like,
so like I know. Let's see. Here we go. Ready? These are the ingredients that I know.
Okay. Starting off great.
Beeswax.
Okay.
Coconut oil.
Nice. Very big ingredients.
Shea butter.
Shea butter's one, but yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Essential oils.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
You just named like 80 of them by saying that. Essential oils is like.
But I'm talking about our fragrances.
Yeah, essential oils, and the lavender essential oil for Johnny Z's.
So overall, so essential oils.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the hard soap base is, but the hard soap base that we
shea
melt.
Butter. Oatmeal shea butter. Yeah.
That's already yeah. That's all I got.
Okay.
Out of the 427, that's
there's so many. See, but you're forgetting the 4-ounce jars, the 4-ounce lids, the heat sealed caps that go on the beard wash.
I'm talking about raw materials.
Oh, so like actual ingredients. Oh, 65 ingredients.
Yeah, I know 3.
Nice. Yeah. Castor oil. We have a bunch of things. Yeah,
that one too.
Vitamin E, vitamin A, sunflower, all these oils. Yeah. But honestly, the ingredients are easy. Now, at this point in 2020, it was difficult because of the shortage of availability on all that stuff.
Yeah, and I'm gonna flex on Agoge right now. 2020 was a very difficult year. Obviously, everybody knows that. The executive staff sat down and we made an intentional decision. We don't give a shit about what's going on.
Yeah, I'm not participating.
Especially because everything was started to happen with the gym.
Yeah,
and then the shutdown, and I was having to fight all that. We were. Yeah. You were getting flicked off by the cops.
Yeah, dude, he flipped me off and called me an asshole, bro. The chief did, man. Yeah. I'm like, oh, dude, what the fuck, man? I forgot about that.
Anyway, so we were dealing with that on the other hand, but for Johnny Slicks, we just sat down and said we're gonna opt out. Yeah. Choose option D.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. And we decided that we were gonna just go all in and have our biggest year yet. And we had, I don't even remember the percentage. It was like 50% growth or 40 something percent.
Yeah, it was massive growth. Yeah.
We had our best year yet.
Yeah,
not best year up to that point.
Yeah, that was huge growth for us.
Huge growth that year. And on top of that, like you said, we had so many issues.
Yeah, it was
people were buying up all the bottles for what was that shit that I hate? The
hand sanitizer.
Hand sanitizer.
Yeah, man.
I was
so
shit.
Pissed because all these like other companies are just buying hand sanitizer in bulk. It's like garbage.
And then putting it in random bottles.
And then putting like 3 drops of like lavender essential oil and then putting their label on it and selling it for $30, and no one did anything about it. Everyone bought it. They're like, yeah, let's do this.
I didn't buy it.
It's like, where did that hand sanitizer come from?
Yeah, so we had
China. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. COVID hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
So I remember we had lid problems, bottle problems, ingredient problems.
Yeah.
And it didn't matter. We just continued to pivoted and still had a huge
We changed
year.
Bottles for a minute. We went to clear bottles, which I hate, but we did.
We hated.
Yeah.
But we were like, what do we say? We're going naked.
We're going naked. Because like honestly, and I was totally I wasn't against it. It was like it's always something there, but I'm like, man, no one cares about the fucking bottle, man. It's about what's inside the bottle. It doesn't matter what's on the outside.
We explained it.
Yeah.
We said, here's the deal. Here's what's going on in the world. So we're gonna go naked. But it was just about that intentional decision of going, everything. Because I hear it all the time. It's people siding the recession this and recession that. I'm like, I don't give a fuck, dude. Like it's a mental. I get it.
Yeah.
All of this stuff is happening. Banks are, there's debt. The FDIC's raising interest rates potentially. I don't know if that came out fully yet or not. I know they were meeting Wednesday. What's today? Friday?
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything on it yet. There's a whole, I get it. The world's turned upside down. Like it's gone fucking crazy. But it's still, you can make an intentional decision to be successful regardless.
Yeah, the exterior world went crazy.
Yeah.
But the internal doesn't.
No, it doesn't
you
have to.
Still can do whatever the fuck you want.
People are still making money. And the reality is the people that have that belief and the desire, they're going to be successful regardless. Like I'm going to be successful regardless.
Yeah. Let the recession happen. It's like that's bottom level shit.
Sure.
Like let that happen.
I don't give a fuck.
Find a way to
I will be successful regardless.
Yeah.
I did a video about that as well. I was like, you can't fucking beat me because I'm unbeatable.
Yeah. Well, technically, yeah. The only person that can beat you is you. So yeah.
I won't lose because we won't quit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
It's simple. It's
so simple.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I was so frustrated. I'm like, wait, hold on. These things, and everybody's saying the same thing, different words, but like we keep saying, we're literally saying things that are so unbelievably simple that it becomes unbelievable. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it has to be complicated in order to work for some reason.
Nope.
And that shit's backwards.
It's so backwards.
It's so backwards.
Yeah.
I don't get it. It's simple.
Well, that's what kind of goes back to like what I was talking about with all the Captain Save-A-Ho people. Like you're complicating your life.
Yeah.
This is the reason why your life is in chaos, and maybe some people are just addicted to that chaos.
Yeah.
And me, as soon as chaos hits my life, I'm ready to hit the eject button.
Yeah.
I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
Cancel. I'm out.
Yeah.
I don't have time for it.
Yeah.
I don't have the emotional space. Because if you're operating, I think it's in one of my videos for the Agoge pillar. So when you sign on to the Agoge, you have 4 mandatory videos that you have to watch. Those are like the pillar videos, like the foundational videos.
Yeah.
So you understand like what you're getting yourself into once you're in.
The culture and yeah.
One of the things was operating at 100%. So you're trying to do your job, and we've all, if you're married, you've all dealt with this. So you're trying to do your job. You go to work, you got a big meeting, and then your wife calls you and is pissed because you left. She told you to take out the trash and you didn't take out the trash. Or hey, can you put my sweater or my jeans in the dryer? And you left them in the washer overnight and now they're soiled.
Yeah.
You know, so she's calling a bitch or whatever. It doesn't really matter what it is.
Yeah.
But now you're like, fuck, I'm dealing with this. I'm about to walk in here and deliver a pitch or do this thing. And now your mind is at 75%.
Yeah.
You're not operating optimal. And then something else happens. You walk through and you get a text message from somebody or there's another issue.
A bill's late.
A bill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something gets turned off you didn't know about.
Yeah.
Boom. Another 20%.
Yeah.
You know, so now you're operating, 55%.
I would even say you're less than that. I'm a hardcore advocate of I don't believe multitasking is a real thing.
Yeah.
Like, so your mind can only be in one place at one time. Right. So if you're like about to do a meeting and you're thinking about how your wife is mad at you, you're no longer physically you're there. Mentally, you're
not on point.
You're miles away back home.
Yeah.
Or
every single thing in your life, when you're doing the one thing, like, so no multitasking, right? You're doing the one thing. You got to be 100% in at all times.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But as soon as you have all that chaos and all those distractions, you're operating at a less capacity.
Yeah.
So now you walk into a place and you're not at 100% anymore, which means like for my people, they pay me to offer them value, right?
Yeah.
I need to be able to give them 100% of my time for that hour.
Yeah.
8 times a month.
Yeah. Right.
And if I'm not, I'm selling them short. So I have to be 100% me. But you in the lab, you got to be
100%.
100% you.
Yeah.
And we can't have these other, distractions.
I always said that too. Hector, I'm sure he doesn't listen to these, but he used to deal with some things in the lab, and he'd be in there, and then he'd be dealing with something back home, and he would mess something up, like labels would get messed up.
Yeah.
And I would always be like, all right, I just need you to go wherever your mind is, because you can like move your mind to your body, but like wherever your mind is, take your body there.
Yeah, do it.
Just deal with it.
And then get it done.
Just deal. Yeah. Obviously your mind is there, so you're useless here. Not you. I don't want to say useless like you're useless, but like I need your mind, not just your body. So if your mind is like down the street, I need your body to go down the street and meet up with your mind, because you can only be in one place one time.
And then come back to work.
Yeah, after you resolve that. But like I can't have just a mindless person here. Like I need.
But with Hector, he also was I think to date. I don't know. We have to check Naomi's number.
No, it's to date.
It's to date.
Yeah, he's still a record keeper.
He could do more orders.
Yeah.
No returns.
Yeah, no returns. He's messed up one order.
One order over however long.
And it was right before he left because he was dealing with stress about moving and doing all of that stuff. Yeah.
Like his ratio for like Black Friday, Cyber Mondays.
Yeah.
Were like
perfect. Yeah. Yeah.
Remember,
it was wild, man.
I remember using him like with all because we got the stamps for all the fulfillment people.
Yeah.
And he was like, just be like Hector. And he was the fastest.
Dude, he was efficient.
Yeah.
But here's the thing too. He wasn't happy. Because he came to me and he said, we saw him wearing headphones all the time. He didn't talk to anybody.
That's why he went over to
and he was amazing at it. He was the right person for that, but it was the wrong seat for him. He just didn't belong there. And once he like wasn't challenged. He like asked me. So I was like,
it's a very much like a robotic.
Yeah, and he just wanted something more, which I get completely. All right, we talking about him rock climbing yesterday.
How his girlfriend. I almost said something else, but his girlfriend beat his ass.
I don't know. Did she?
I don't want to be the best at everything. Then everybody makes it a competition to me. And then sometimes I just want to enjoy it.
You can give her this one thing.
Yeah, you got it.
She can have this one thing.
She can have multiple things. It's not everything.
Yeah. And neither can you, right?
Yeah.
Usually Mark's good at everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Balance.
I know.
I don't know. Where we at?
I don't remember. Yeah, you want to break these open?
Yeah. Do we have to eat them?
I'm not eating this shit.
Okay, good. I don't want to eat either.
Has anyone ever read... Hey, you want to know something I learned? You know how much I love ramen noodles?
Yeah.
I lived on ramen noodles for years.
Oh, I'm aware. So, I mean, who hasn't?
Right. Bro, did you know 1 pack of ramen noodle is 2 servings?
What?
Yeah, bro. Look at the back. Nobody knows this.
Isn't it? Is it real food or is it like
no? So
cardboard,
do you know
plastic?
where ramen originated?
Oh man, I know what it.
Fun fact. I think it was World
Asian
War
noodles.
Yeah. But where like actual
the real version of it is not with the packets.
Well,
Pretty
no,
sure the packets just
the packets were. Well, I don't know about that, but they started doing the instant noodles, like the dry froze whatever noodles, after I think it was Hiroshima or something. Something America did over there caused them to no longer have like an economy. So the U.S. sent flour over to them to make bread. And there was this one dude that was like, why are our people eating bread? We eat noodles. So he found a way to take the flour and turn it into like instant noodles. And it became like massive that he could do it for nothing, pennies compared to what we were doing. And he like essentially solved their hunger and food problem over there with the flour the U.S. sent after we bombed the shit out of them. So it's kind of unique. Well, yeah, don't read the ingredients. Like I
want to read them.
They made it complicated too. They broke it down into different things.
Wheat, flour, sugar, water, soybean lectin, soybean oil, and hydrogenated soybean oil, sodium bicarbonate. What is that? What is sodium bicarbonate?
Salt, baking soda.
Natural orange flavor FD&C yellow 5 and 6. Natural artificial flavor vanilla FD&C yellow 5 and 6. Cocoa powder caramel color natural and artificial cocoa flavor. Contains wheat and soy.
I'm confused on why they put natural and artificial flavor. That just encompasses everything, right? Everything is either natural or artificial.
Do you know how many of these I've eaten in my life?
No. How many? Like a lot?
Oh my God, a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
I always, every single time I flip it over to the wrong side. I open it to the wrong side or it's upside down.
To your...
Oh, this one's good. What's yours say?
All right, you want me to go first?
Yeah, read yours.
When 3 is a crowd, adding 1 will often thin it out.
So you essentially take on another person to get rid of a person in hopes that their two will separate?
I think there's a bit contradictory.
Yeah, so when 3 is a crowd, adding 1 will often thin it out. Meaning, if you add one more, I'm taking it as you add one more person to the group.
Yeah.
Then it makes it not a crowd.
Oh, I took it like, is this like the Riddler wrote this or something?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm taking it as if 3 is a crowd, like 3 is bothersome. When you add 4, it normalizes it.
Okay. See, I took it as if you got somebody in your crowd, or like there's 3, like me and you, and then Mark's here, and we want to get rid of Mark, we just bring Caitlin in, and then all of a sudden Mark and Caitlin are gone, and it's just me and you.
No, that's not the way.
Okay.
I think that it's like, so like you got a third wheel. You and I are on a mandate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we got Mark.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
This guy. You know?
Yeah.
And then you bring a 4th person in.
Yeah.
Say Tyler shows up. Well, now everything's like, oh, it's cool. It's the 4 of us.
Yeah, I could see it being like that. Like
that's what I'm thinking.
Like the solution is often adding more instead of like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, okay. Mine says there is nothing permanent except change.
That's a fact.
That's just a fact. Yeah. I love these things, man.
That's
except change. There's nothing permanent except change.
How did I get nothing on the table and you ate like you didn't even eat it and you look like a 5-year-old over there?
I don't know.
Like Dimitri came over here and opened up a cookie.
I've never known someone to pick on somebody for a fortune cookie. like, you're picking on me for this shit, man.
Shit all over the table, man.
I didn't. I like watch the video. I didn't. It's not like I smashed it. You got like a paper and everything too. Look here. Oh, it's like Don't eat these, guys.
No, don't eat those.
If you're eating these, stop.
I thought
Get some help.
I read to where I didn't read. I was told when I was younger that if you wanted your fortune to come true, you had to eat the cookie.
Yeah, you know who started that? The Fortune Cookie Company.
Yeah, right.
Drink milk. You know who started that? Yeah.
All right. So what do we have? What do we have in the hopper
for April?
Yeah.
For the business?
Yeah.
I don't think we're launching anything. I don't know. You know, we have a meeting about this coming up here soon.
Do we?
Yeah.
We always have meetings.
End of quarter and then future quarter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, we do. You just don't know.
We definitely do. We just haven't had the meeting.
Allie would know.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. Well,
we have. Did we launch spring already?
Yeah, spring launch on Slick Day.
Oh,
yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
I'm sure we talked about that, didn't we?
We did. Yeah, that's okay.
And I said, yes.
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
Do it. Very good.
Armagon is actually selling wild compared to last year.
I've never really thought that I liked that fragrance. And then I think she put it in Dimitri's hair. And I was like, because he was like curled up on the couch with me and I smelled it. And I'm like, what is in his hair? She's like, that's Armagon. And she looked at me, she gave me that look like, dummy.
Stupid.
Yeah. And I was like, that smells amazing. She goes,
yeah.
Yeah, I know. Dummy.
People love it. People love it. Enough so that we made a body wash.
Yeah. That's right. That's all we have. I like my rugged and my Paradise in the summer. I think it's going to be 82 today.
79 right now. 81 right now. You're right.
Boom. And anyways, if it holds, it's time to make the switch to Paradise.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you think it will?
I don't know, man. The world's going crazy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Yeah. We go to Hawaii soon.
I know.
That's coming up.
Yeah. So this is the first time I'm taking all of my business partners on vacation.
Yeah.
Together.
Yeah.
A little nervous about that.
Nah. Don't be nervous.
We have a great team.
Yeah, don't be nervous. You won't even see me and Rebecca, so you'll be fine. We're like,
but there's usually like I will leave,
mm-hmm.
you're running the ship, or like somebody goes away from the gym, they're running the ship.
Yeah.
You know,
now everybody's not. Yeah, everybody's there.
We've all abandoned ship.
We'll all be on the same clock.
It's true.
That's good.
That's normal. That's a new thing. But yeah, it'd be the first time. But you know, we've got good people in place, and I don't think I don't really foresee anything coming up that can't be handled.
Yeah,
for a week.
There's no planned fires that
would
go on.
There's no planned fires. That's correct.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess that's good.
Yeah. I guess that's it.
Yeah, I don't know anything else that's coming up.
We're asking the wrong people.
That's true. Well, yeah, that is true. Yeah, we're not those guys.
Mark's going to. I know what's coming up, and we gotta figure it out. Mark, maybe you should. Out of all of my friends, who should be here to do the 420 podcast?
I don't know.
It could be somebody out of town.
I don't know.
And how do we do the 420 podcast? Are you gonna bring like grass in here?
I'm going to get high.
Oh, so am I.
Yeah, no, with herb. Like
with herb.
Yeah, I'm bringing them. I have a whole bong and everything.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Holy cow!
Nice grav bong.
Dang.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
You know I can't do that.
No, you would die.
Pop a gummy. How much should I have though? I think 25 is enough.
I think you should start 4 hours prior.
250.
250 milligrams. That's it. That's what we're doing. I think you should start early.
I would just be a puddle on this table.
Yeah, it's just true. I don't know. 100?
No. Max 50.
It's a one-time. As of right now, it's a one-time thing. I just want to say, start like take about 50 milligrams, maybe 3-4 hours prior.
I'd be asleep, bro.
No.
I know myself.
No, that's when you take more, man. Like if you're not feeling high enough, take more. Happens. It works every time. You do get high. It just is not the right dosage.
I think I'm going to do 25.
Okay.
I think I'll do 25.
25? Okay.
Yeah. And I'm not going to do 4 hours. I won't show up.
Yeah.
I think we should start it and then take it. Start it.
Yeah, but that's the edibles, though. That's going to take 2 hours to kick in.
No,
an hour to kick
30
in.
minutes.
Really?
For me. I'll do mine a little bit early. You start sober.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And then we'll kick into it.
Yeah.
But we got to have a third or a fourth. Maybe four. Ray Cash Care.
No.
He's probably never done it ever.
Dude, no.
Could you imagine?
I'll do it normal. I don't want to get high, and then like I'm trying to chill, man. Like,
what if he turns into a super chill guy?
It'll make you do push-ups on the table.
Yeah, push-ups on the table while you're high.
Nah, I mean it'd be cool. I'd do it, but I don't know. We got so much time. Hey,
we don't have much time.
What do you mean we don't have time? How much time do we have? Oh shit.
Yeah, bro.
Sorry, man. I was high. I didn't get the. I didn't know. I didn't know it was next month, man. Damn. Okay, so we don't have much time. Oh, that's gonna be rough. Okay.
I've thought about Tom, but Tom scares me. That could go so many different directions.
Yeah. Yeah, Tom might be a little bit scary. I don't know. It'll come to us.
It's definitely you and I.
You remember in the movie RRR?
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember when he said the father of the rebel group, the freedom fighters, and he said
Raja?
Yeah. He's like, how are you going to get guns? And he goes, they will come when we need them. And that's like an old Buddhist teaching, like only a teacher will appear when the student's ready to
the master will appear when the student's ready.
Yeah, like that. Yeah. So maybe someone will just pop up and be like, hey guys, I'm available for something.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I'm not saying leave it up, but like I don't think we should stress.
Definitely not Ray Kashgar, former Navy SEAL.
Oh, he's a Navy SEAL? I didn't know.
You didn't know?
He's cool. Like
he doesn't listen to this podcast.
I mean, if he did, he's cool. He's always aggressive.
Let's see, who else? I don't know. If any of the people out there, you want to see somebody that's on the 420, drop them in the comments.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just excited to do it, man. I'm just excited to be here.
I don't think it's going to be my normal level of conversation.
I hope not. I hope it's like next level. Like, what if it's like...
I don't think it's going to be on like family and fatherhood and leadership. I think we're going to be talking about weird shit. Space.
It's not, we think we're talking, but we're just looking.
No. It's just everybody's quiet.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm afraid everybody's going to realize how much of a nerd I am. I'll start talking about all my nerd shit.
So?
Yeah.
Yo, remember that time when we discovered Kelvin time or metric time?
Yes.
How time is wrong, how we're measuring time wrong in this country. Yes. 60 seconds. You go to a microwave and type in 1 minute, 100 or 60. It's the same. So we went down that whole rabbit hole of metric time. Look it up. Google metric time.
It's better.
It works. Everything works better in metric.
You know, and speaking of that, this is now we're going to get down to the weird 420 stuff.
This is prep.
1/3 a cup. What the fuck is 1/3 a cup?
Oh, yeah.
Why do we have it?
And it's 8 ounces is 1 cup. What's 1/3 of 8? Why? Like, why are we doing it?
Why are we doing it? Can we just go to the metric system, please? Yeah. And I don't know if everybody, feels that way. Maybe because we were in the military.
Yeah.
It's just, that's what we use.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So why?
I don't know.
Why can't we just use that?
I don't know.
It makes more sense.
It makes all communication seamless between nations and other cultures. Like, we can all talk about the same shit without saying kilometers.
Do you know where the imperial system came from?
Well, based on the name imperial, I don't know. Probably some, like, Catholic
Can you
empire.
Google that? Where the hell?
Maybe Caesar?
No, because they use.
Oh, they did. Yeah, you're right.
We're the only ones who use this stupid system. My only thought was this: we came to America, we broke away from the British, and we're like, "Fuck your system.
Yeah.
We're making our own system." That makes no sense.
12 inches in a foot.
What?
Yeah, like 454 grams in a pound. Like, all these weird numbers.
It was developed in Britain in the 1800s.
It was developed in Britain?
Yep.
By who? Is there like a scientist who was, scientist.
They didn't even adopt it.
It had to have been like a mathematician or something like that.
That doesn't even make any sense. So we took a stupid system that they created, and then we didn't even.
He probably came over to the U.S.
Oh.
Yeah.
He was like,
I'm going to take this bullshit over there.
Yeah, he said, fuck the king.
Nobody likes it over here. Nobody's catching on.
Nobody's catching on. I'm going to take it to America. Those dumb fucks will take it.
Dude, it's really confusing. I think I went up to the microwave and I typed in, like, if you type in 120, like 120, 120, it's a minute 20, but I wanted 120 seconds, which is 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, I'm confused on these things.
Because you operate in the lab, which you operate a lot.
That's how I know, like,
system.
the 28 ounces. I know 454 grams. I know I know all these numbers, but they're all fucking stupid numbers. Like, I have to round them all just to make sense of it. Like, I don't know. There's companies that sell oil in pounds, which I get, but it's like 5 pounds, 7 pounds. Different oils. Castor oil weighs different than coconut oil, which weighs different than fractionated coconut oil.
So you're in different volumes.
All different numbers.
Yeah.
That's why I have to Excel. Because I don't know.
And 6 notebooks.
And 6 notebooks, yeah. Without it, dude, honestly, like, the whole system is just, like, it's confusing. It's really, and I'm not a mathematician by any means. I like numbers, but, like, I'm not, like, I can't manipulate them like a mathematician can and make them say stuff, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is there a guy we can go beat up?
No, I'm not seeing any.
Yeah, he wouldn't be anonymous.
I bet you that was. I bet he came up with a different system, and everybody was like, that's stupid. None of it equals anything.
You're dumb.
And he's like, fuck this, I'm going to America.
Yeah.
And we were like, yeah.
We like new.
We like.
They said no, we say yes.
We say yes.
Yeah. Whatever they say, we do opposite.
They didn't even know the system. They just said, yeah, screw it, let's do it.
Bro, look at the inside of your shoe. Like, why are there so many different measurements on it? Sizing on pants.
4, right?
Well, there's US, China, Europe, like, I don't know. And then US has its own. I don't know.
Start what is that, petition.org or whatever? Let's just go make America adopt the measure system.
Yeah.
I'm good with it.
So apparently the imperial system dates back to the Bible, and things were measured by the body parts. So thumb for an inch, foot for a foot, cubic. I guess that would be like.
I knew that. That makes sense.
That makes sense of why it's so dumb.
Yeah. The Roman mile is equivalent of the mile, which is 1,000 double steps of Roman soldiers.
Some shit that's like completely random that can change.
Pretty much.
Based off. So what if I have abnormally small thumbs?
I don't know.
Everything takes
don't
more,
be a contractor.
Everything's more inches.
Don't build things. Yeah.
Anyways.
Maybe your talent's lie elsewhere.
What's the, so do you know our last podcast we said go back and scroll to the thing? I think I had to give away like 4 shower sets.
Yeah, should we do something like that again?
No.
Oh.
You know I don't like giving away. That's not true. I like to give away stuff. We're giving a bunch of stuff away from Fuel Hunt. Is it April?
For what? What are you talking
Their
about?
orders?
Oh, yeah, April orders.
Every order
with Fuel Hunt.
Well, Fuel Hunt is getting what?
A 2-ounce oil-based pomade, whether OG or rugged. We sent them both.
Every single one.
Every order, yeah. If you place an order with Fuel Hunt, you get a pomade in your order. Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, 2-ounce oil-based pomade.
And then we have, I can't say the companies yet, but we have 2 more companies doing the same thing. 2 more, right?
Yes. Yeah, 2 more. One, yeah, both are big.
Both are big.
Ugh. I have a notebook for that. I really do.
Is a set you have 7 notebooks.
Yeah, but honestly, I don't really consider. I only open it. You told me to stop. You said put a pause, so I haven't opened it. You know, but I do have it, and I do think it deserves its own notebook. There's a lot of operations, and this is pretty heavy. Like working with other companies, I don't think I'm an underdog, but I'm a guy who's never done these things before. So I want to be the guy that because I'm gonna fuck something up. I already know it. You know, I want to at least have notes on it. Yeah, right. Yeah. I want to have notes on like what caused that fuck up, and then I can like learn from that and see what I would do next time, and actually have it written down. I actually write notes to myself now, which help a lot. I don't know if you do that or if I'm running solo, but like flying is like anxious for me. So when I get back from a trip, I write a note to myself about like the trip and how flying wasn't even a factor. I write more
notes about thoughts that I have that I want to make videos or talk about.
Oh, I do that too. Yeah. But I write notes to myself like don't be anxious about that.
But on Fuel Hunt, it hit me. Nick 15 is a code. If you use Nick 15, you get 15% off.
So do that and in
you'll get
April.
Yeah. In month April. Go get yourself something from Fuel Hunt and then get yourself.
Their gear is rad, man. Yeah. They have like the color scheme of like
they're doing
incredible.
Yeah, for those you don't know, they're doing all of our apparel now. So once a quarter we do apparel.
I don't have one. We have a hoodie out right now. I think the shirts are probably gone. I think there might be some.
I'm sure they're
gone.
Yeah.
And then we're coming out with tanks.
I'm excited about those.
Yeah, that's gonna be April tank tops. And the design is.
What's our Johnny Slicks code we're gonna push? If you want some Johnny, you want to try Johnny Slicks?
You have yours.
No, you can give him a code. You're the guest.
Yeah, but okay, use code Stay Slick.
I
don't know.
Give him something better.
What code? You want me to make a code?
No. Just give him something better.
Dude, you know I don't know these things. You know these codes better than I do. And you're squinting your eyes. I don't know. There's so many of them, and I don't know what they're used for. It's like email, text, app.
What's my code percentage? What's Raider at?
10?
Is it 10 or 15?
You want to make it 15 just for now and see if,
Yeah, it's a use code Raider at johnnyslicks, and you get yourself some stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to change it to 15%.
It was at 10? You're up in it?
No.
Damn, look at that,
it's
guys.
It's at 10. It's at 10%.
So for the 3 people that are still listening to this podcast, you guys get, I'm just kidding.
You guys get 15%.
The 4 of you. No, it's a lot more than that.
Oh, man, I typoed. I typed in 100%.
Bro,
it's not 100% off.
I would be upset. They'd be stoked.
People would be really happy about that.
They'd be really happy.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, okay. 15%. Use code Raider during checkout.
All right. Well, that's it, guys. And then comment below or shoot us a message and let us know who should be on the 420 podcast with us.
Yeah.
I think we do 4.
Okay.
Mark, we'll have to order another microphone.
Well, what does this say? It says if 3's a crowd, adding 1 more, we'll thin it out. Yeah, let's try that.
Dude, it was an omen.
Yeah, dude. I look at things always like this now, and I'm a hippie, whatever, but like this shit's real, man.
Is that the word? Is the omens a word?
Omen? Yeah, in The Alchemist, he uses the word omen as a universal sign of you're on a path.
There you go. All right, guys. There you go. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for watching. Go buy yourself some Johnny Slicks at use code Raider.
Yep.
And if you want to join the mentorship program, is the link below? Yes. Yeah. The link is below. All right. Other than that, we'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you. Peace.